And what got you into writing in the first place? Is this something as a kid? I mean, when you were a teenager yourself, did you always think that that's what you wanted to do?
Absolutely. When I was even younger, when I started when I was around 7, and I would make my own books. Like so many writers, I started very young. Would mimeograph them. At the time, it was mimeographing, not Xeroxing. And really, you know, started quite young. But in middle school and high school, writing took on a different kind of, a deeper kind of meaning for me. It was more about really finding out what was inside me. And as I was changing, becoming a teenager, wondering what I was going to, what my future held, you know, it was a way of exploring ideas, exploring my thoughts, my dreams. I used to write down a lot of dreams, wrote a lot of poetry, mostly poetry when I was in high school. And it carried over into fiction writing for me, because the way, particularly with this book, the way it began was with just a almost writing stream of consciousness, and not thinking about a story, but writing down pages and pages of whatever came into my head. And then I got an idea, which I had a kind of a dream image of a girl in a cave, and started writing on, you know, about that. And gradually the story came out of kind of almost a free writing, not knowing where it was going to go, what the story was.
Now, is this something that you make yourself do? I mean, do you make yourself write? Do you do, and then stuff comes out of that exercise of making yourself write? Or is it that you get particular inspirations and you start on a writing about one inspiration?
It really differs from one story to another. Sometimes I get an idea and I write an outline, but that's a bit unusual for me. I'm not a super organized person in terms of writing down thoughts and ideas and then following them. I tend to really, I find more inspiration in almost a single image or a series of images. I can almost see kind of a bit of a movie playing in my head. And you know, and then a story grows out of that. But it's different for each project. It really is. For a novel, writing novels for me, and I think probably for a lot of writers, takes a lot of staying power. You know, the ability to write and revise, especially to revise for long periods of time, to put it aside, to come back and look at it again. And it takes a kind of stamina that other writing, such as writing a chapter book or writing a picture book, doesn't really take, because they're shorter and less involved usually.